Morning, mate. How you doing? Hope you're well. I'm going to be sitting around not doing much. At least I can give you some. At least I can do is give you some atmosphere, some immersion. Yeah, it's nice just listening to the music. Particularly certain ones like the sea shanty. It's brilliant. They don't look like ogre-sized boats, do they, those ones, really? Maybe the ogres took over this area from someone else. A nice moonrise. Where's the sunset then? We missed that. Must be over there somewhere. How's your Everquest going, mate? It's all going well, hopefully. I don't know what level you are at the moment. I know your videos are kind of quite a bit forward, aren't they? In advance, I should say. Or behind. So you're probably like level 60 by now or something. Sunset then. It's behind that cliff. I'm not quite sure what way the boat comes from. I think I've missed the sunset somehow. Must be there. Maybe the sun's just clipped out or something. I'll get the docking view and the sunset, so I don't end up missing the boat. Oh, okay, mate. Thanks for that. Yeah, if I'm about, certainly. I'll have a chat at least. Yeah, 34 is kind of like a super duper hell level. Is that right? I think that's a lot of people talk about that one. I had a storm bug under my screen there. That'd been quite annoying. I guess these must be a very different must be a very different tribe of ogres, I guess. The ogre wise one you'd assume would be a shaman, and ogre shaman don't like troll shaman, so that's interesting. Yeah, I think that's quite a good thing, isn't it, about that? It kind of slows you down and you get a chance to experience different zones rather than sort of blasting for 60 and then wondering what, you know, wondering what you've missed. Stars coming out there, I like the way they just suddenly appear and get brighter. As you would expect. Oh, there's a nice sky over there. I'll probably miss the boat though. Where'd the moon go? There it is. It's a really nice scene. I don't know if that's classic water, but it looks really good. Really nice. Atmospheric. Oh well, health's up and down, mate, which is frustrating. I had an ECG last week, and my doctor wants to see me about that as well. It's just, you know, I hope it's nothing serious, because you just do without. I can just do without something else at the moment. So yeah, feeling a bit sorry for myself, I guess. I'm assuming if it was anything serious, she would have wanted to see me immediately. The annoying thing about, the funny thing about is kind of how doctors get things so wrong sometimes. Like they did DCG and they printed it off and they gave it to me, which I'm pretty sure they shouldn't have done. I was looking at it and there wasn't anything there that seemed particularly drastic, but one of the things that did stand out was it said, obviously I don't understand it, but one of the things it said was minor blockage to left ventricle or something. I know what the ventricle is and whatnot, but so then they kind of leave that with you, you know. And the doctor looked at it before I left and said, oh well, you know, are you getting any pain? I said, well no, that's not why I'm here. I've got something else. And my doctor is just kind of checking heart stuff, because that's one of the organs that's affected. And she said, okay, well it all looks okay. But you know, but obviously come see your doctor when you're supposed to. Yeah, so it's kind of always thinking to myself, well, don't show me that. I don't need to see that, because now I've read it. You know what it's like. On the I looked on the internet, but what does that mean? You know, just think stupid. As I said, if it was anything serious, I'm pretty sure they would have got me in quickly. But yeah. It's also quite annoying when you you think you do everything right. You know, I've never smoked. My diet's good now. It never used to be particularly brilliant, but you know, it's really good now. I guess that's just how it goes, isn't it? You know, these things happen. Doesn't matter whether you smoke or not, or what you eat, or whatever. Some people smoke live to 100. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes it's better not knowing, because then you go on the internet and whatnot. I mean, this minor blockage to left ventricle might be, you know, maybe at my age, everyone, that will shows up on everyone's kind of ECG, you know. I don't know. But it's just giving it to you, you read it, and then they kind of just leave it. I should have asked, I guess, probably, but my doctor's very good, and she's kind of... quite rarely in the UK. She's not terribly kind of big. She's not terribly knowledgeable about ME, but she is aware of it, which is more than most. Yeah, as you said, yeah, sorry, mate, as you said there, yeah, it's probably commonplace. I imagine my age, everything's not going to be sort of super duper. Do I want to drop my traveller's pack on the ground? No, I don't. I've been mucking about clicking things there with the UI switched off. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's nothing serious. I mean, since for 2 years my body has been working properly, um, like various parts of it, and I've had lots of sort of issues, heart-related issues like palpitations and like I've like skipping beats and stuff, and sometimes I sit there and the heart's pounding so hard that my body's kind of rocking a bit like that with the beat of it. So I've had it for 2 years now, and I still do what I can. I'm still as active as I can be. Like this morning, I went for a walk around the block, which is kind of my exercise at the moment. Um, you know, so I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not anything particularly brilliant. I think it's just when they kind of give it to you. And I think to myself, well, that was probably a mistake, because then you read it, as I said, and yeah. Yeah, and sort of and EverQuest makes a huge difference to me at the moment. Just being able to do this. People hate boat rides, but I'm quite happy to sit here listening to some EverQuest music and waiting for the boat. Saying that, I am kind of trying to get to um, Kern's Tower, so I can I was going to say not rush through these levels, but just Kern's Tower is a great place to get like from whatever to sort of 19, 20 or so. It's quite quick. Yeah, and I think I've earned my shaman stripes now. I don't need to worry about the rushing part. I'm quite happy to kind of skip, just do something to get me to a point quicker if I need to. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that even most people that play P99 though kind of wouldn't want that anymore. I mean, it's so common to be in a zone and people are kind of asking for a port anywhere. I'm not sure you've seen it, but you kind of see people asking for ports literally like 2 zones away because they don't want to. Here we go, there's a boat. Because they don't want to. Because they don't want to sort of ride. And I'm all for porting, don't get me wrong. If someone said, I'm going to port you now, then I wouldn't have any arguments for that. But yeah, but it's weird when you see some ports. People literally are kind of in West Commons and they want to port to 2 or 3 zones away. It's really weird. Or in EC Tunnel and they want to port a couple of zones away. So yeah, I wonder if if this sort of this transport system would actually go down well now in an MMO. I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see what Pantheon does, I think, probably. I need to sit up straighter. It's not good for my back. See if we can get some good immersion as we go along on the boat. I think we've got Timorous Deep. We've got to go through. Timorous Deep. We've got to go through. Oh yeah, this boat goes through some ruins, doesn't it? So we'll look out for that. I don't know if it's on this side. Let me see if I can work it out looking at the map. I'm travelling down. Yeah, it should be on this side. Get the mouse cursor out of the way. That breaks the immersion. I've been trying to play in first person as much as I can as well recently, but it's quite tough. You just, the temptation to be able to see around you. But I do like it. I do like that. Yeah, I don't have anything against ports, as I said. You know, I use them enough. I think it depends on the frame of mind, really. I think today I'm feeling fairly kind of low key. I haven't got a huge amount of energy, so I'm quite happy just to take it easy, really. It's funny also, I mean, I'm sure that you find it with Twitch and YouTube as well, but you also decide sometimes, quite often, I'm trying to do it less, but quite often I find kind of Twitch and YouTube dictates kind of what I feel I should be doing. So when I started this morning, I thought, well, should I get to Kern's before I start streaming? Because who's going to want to see me sitting on a boat? But I'm kind of like, you know, maybe there's someone like me who is quite happy to sit there listening to Everquest music, or someone sitting on a boat. And I find also that, I mean, I have to force myself to do stuff as well, which is stupid, really, because I don't like with my enchanter, and hopefully with shaman as well. I kind of want to, you know, with enchanter, I kind of force myself, not quite force, but I can't think of a better word. But I kind of force myself to go. I force myself to go into dungeons to do things at the moment, because I just follow the same levelling path, whatever the class is, and it does take away from the enjoyment after a while. I think you just need to, even someone like me who seems to be quite happy to be stuck in constant low-level noobness, you know, I'm still trying to force myself to go and do different things. So that was kind of why I started doing this dungeon crawling series. So I'll go from dungeon to dungeon and try not to level outside, just for the danger and the different, you know, to do something different. Pretty sure the ruin, I'm pretty sure the shipyard, whatever, will be on this side. This music makes me want to, want there to be like a boat like this, which just goes around, travels around on a set route, but there's things to do on the boat, you know. Whether it's some trade skill stuff or, you know, I don't know, anything, just anything. Yeah, I started an XR monk a long time ago. No, not a long time ago, about a year or so, probably. I went into Kern's at about level 11. Excuse me. And got up to sort of like 18 or 19. I couldn't believe how quick it was. I think I had one session, it wasn't particularly long, I gained about 3 levels. I thought, what the, this is crazy. But I think you've got a great XP bonus, but I think also as well, it's just the way it's laid out, you can literally just keep running around, find a skeleton and kill it. The mob, they seem quite easy to kill. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm hoping to get there, obviously, because the problem is that I've got to run through, what have I got to do? I've got to do the over there, to Warslick Woods, then Field of Bone. And I can't bind myself at the moment, not until next level, so yeah, I think I can get there. I know that I know they made the zone walls in Kunark a lot more dangerous with mobs wandering up them and stuff, but let's turn it down a bit. Yeah, with mobs wandering up them and stuff, so hopefully I can avoid that. Because if I die, that's one hell of a shocking corpse recovery. But if I get there, maybe I can find someone to bind me at the. Apparently you can bind at the zone entrance in the dungeon in Warslick Woods in Kurn in Field of Bone, can't you? If not, you know, I've got one more level before I can bind myself. Oh, less than a level actually. This particular boat ride is very long, very long. It makes you wonder. It'd be nice to be able to zoom up and kind of look down on the map. I mean, the scale of it is just huge. Oh, here we go. I think we're coming up to the oops. We're coming up to the wreckage now. I wonder if it's kind of like, I wonder if it's a leveling place. It must be because it's got like bandits and stuff on it, but. God damn it. Stop it. All these bandits are red, so they're a lot higher level than previously. Maybe I'll come here and do a video here. I'll find out what level they are. Yeah, red though. It's quite unusual. Yeah, I think it's a. I think you can bind in. There's a dungeon in Field of Bone, and you can bind in the entrance there. It's oh, Kaysora, yeah. So you can bind in Kaysora basically. Once 14, I can just bind myself outside Kurn's. I think if I get there, I'll be okay. Unless I kind of go linked and die in the dungeon, but it's just the actual journey there is the. But that's what Everquest's all about. I was in with Uruk here. I was in the last 2 levels. I was in Nagina, and I could have stayed there actually, but it's a weird dungeon. You know, it's all the dungeons. All the old world dungeons are quite odd. I think Kurn's Tower, I don't know if they what their thinking behind Kurn's Tower was, but the design is so different with regards to the fact that mobs are all, you know, the mob level kind of distribution through the dungeon is quite logical, and there's lots of them, and it's quite a safe dungeon really. The entrance is I guess it being a tower. The entrance is fairly easy to get to if you get into trouble. Yeah, but it's the design philosophy of that dungeon is very different from anything else. Maybe it was just to give the Ixars a little helping hand. Yeah, but Nagina is kind of a bit different. It's got that progression thing where you get a green mob with a yellow one at the front, and you'll get a few blues. Then you get sometimes you get a red ogre guard at my level. Then you go round a bit and there's some elementals that are yellow and red, you know. It's a strange progression. Oh, I missed some stuff. I think I've been on this. I think I went on this island with Muggle actually. This tune also definitely sounds like a... What's this one? Desert of Roe. Yeah, this sounds very seafaring as well, I think. I noticed there's been quite a shortage of P99 streamers at my time of the day. I think Burrito's been playing other games. I don't know any of these people particularly, but I watch them. I think Serena doesn't seem to be about much. Finnegal seems to be the most popular thing at the moment, during my time of the day anyway. Yeah, and Gina definitely follows the traditional Everquest level design, I think, where the mob distribution level-wise is quite varied, and I guess it's aimed at groups. That's kind of what they're going for. But whereas Kurn's was kind of broke away from that, where it's an open area, fairly easy to escape if you need to. The mobs are not grouped together particularly, so you don't normally get more than two. But it's great for levelling. Oops. Whoa. Where are we, Bob? Don't want to be stuck in the bloated belly's belly. I apologise, I'm just going to be flipping between... let's move the map over there. Just flipping between the map. So I know where I'm going. I mean, I know the over there very well actually, but I just want to make sure that... I think I should follow the north coast and then go south. Seems to be the way. Here we go. We might even get a sunrise when we're in the over there. Might be quite atmospheric. Okay, now comes the cheek clenching part. I need to run through. Over there looks pretty good. Warslick Woods is a bit sort of. Warslick Woods is a bit. They kind of made the Cunark zones a lot busier, foliage-wise and tree-wise compared to the old zones. So even running through, even running along the zone lines can be tricky. What's my best route for Warslick Woods? Probably safest for me to go south, then go east, skirt around West Cavalice entrance. I don't even have invisibility at the moment. I don't know what I'm doing this for. I should have just stayed in the old world. I'm asking for a corpse recovery of momentous proportions. That should be okay. So south, follow the wall, east, and then it's kind of northeast kind of thing. For all the shaman's good stuff, they get some spells at some quite awkward levels. Actually, I don't think I get invisibility till 29, if I can remember from my other shaman. I don't get root until 14. I don't get levitate until 14. I want to get like a shot of the harbour as we pull in. Even this journey from when you zone into the over there is really long. Is this Akanon? Yeah. There's the moon going down. This should be sunrise. Oh, we should get a nice sunrise then actually. There we go. Lovely colours. I love that. It's so atmospheric. Like a little misty, little morning mist across the way there. I don't know if it still does it, but it's funny, the sun used to change size depending on where it was in the sky, so it'd come up and it wouldn't be very bright and suddenly it would just blare out. Just looking for some... Skies are lovely in the game. Again, I don't know if it's classic or not, but... Oh, here we go. It's a harbour. I wonder what the law was with the undead here. The undead sort of controlling the harbour. Well, it's not controlling the harbour, but the undead being the soldiers and the guards and stuff. I wonder what that was all about. I'll have to look into that. It's quite interesting. I wonder who dominated them to turn them into guards or raise them. While I'm here, I can buy a breeze, I think, while I'm here, for my enchanter. Kuglaz Grot, he's got to be the shaman, isn't he? Yeah. Grubmar Heart Black. It's got to be the Shadow Knight, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, so who looks like Vian the Knight? Dark Pact. Very fantasy names. Bakuku Wolfeet. She's got to be a shaman, isn't she? I wonder what hammer that is. I wonder if it's a granite face grinder or something. So I'm looking for breeze, aren't I? to... Where's the enchanter person? God damn it. Breeze, there we go. 17 plat, holy smokes. Well, I've got enough. Okay. Okay, so now comes the dangerous part. As long as stuff doesn't cast, I can outrun it, can't I? That's the thing. I've got my 14 spells, I haven't got to worry about that. Okay, let's go. So we want to go not south, north. I believe just over there, isn't there an Ixar Berserker you can kill to turn in turn something in that increases your faction, which means you can do the hammer quest without charming. I don't know. Might be a sec. Okay. God damn. I'll put these headphones back on now. Okay. Let's do this. This is a lot. I like this zone. This is a nice zone. A lot of immersion here. A lot of atmosphere. Got a little misty stuff in the you know in the distance there. Nice open plain. Little rocks poking up here and there. There we go. I should be able to outrun most things, I think. I think everything's going to be red here though, isn't it? Ugh. You know, those are funny, strange games, aren't they? You just get like a the gamey parts of them, where you just have these random. Holy smoke! That's indifferent. There's a little gnome down there. Yeah, the way you get these immersive zones, but then you kind of find these just these random mobs wandering around for no real purpose. Kunark was definitely designed it to be more hazardous, with the mobs wandering up to the zone edges and stuff. Okay, so directly south from here. I think the Warslick Wood Zone is opposite the statue, isn't it? Am I better off being able to see all around me? Looks like he's got tusks. That'd be cool. Oh, trolls! The trolls on Warcraft have tusks, don't they? Yeah. Okay, stick to the wall. It's amazing how slow how Spirit Wolf scales. When I got Spirit Wolf on, it's obviously much quicker, but it feels so slow in comparison to high level Shaman. I'm sure there's some lore, but I always wondered if these trees grew like that, with the leaves facing down. You could argue there's some roots at the top there. I wonder if like a giant came along and just turned them upside down, basically. Ugh. There's a corpse. Maybe I'm worrying for nothing, but I'm pretty sure that mobs do stray up. Ah, here we go. I'm pretty sure mobs do stray up this far. Okay, is it not the zone line? Okay. Step 2. Bosslick Woods. So obviously someone out there waiting for me to die. Die! Corpse recovery from hell. So we want to go a little bit south. Now I think there's goblin casters here in this zone, which we could do without. I've done this for ages. It's tense. I remember doing it as a naked Ixar, obviously going the other way. Just wanted to get to the old world. And I'm pretty sure I died and had to do a corpse recovery without Spirit of Wolf. That was a nightmare. Holy moly! Is this south? Yeah. It's so dense. And I'm sure there are going to be some goblins around here somewhere. I'm still heading south? South. Oh, here we go. Across the little lake. Definitely trees turned upside down, aren't they? Definitely roots there. Got to be. And they look like they're dead as well, so that would kind of make sense. Okay. Should be a southwest corner. Shortly. You know, yeah. There should be a run east. No, we don't like that music. Let's go back. Okay, so I think this is probably the south wall. There's a shaman over there. Seems to be running pretty fast. Okay, so south wall, head east. Ah, these zones are so big. Holy smoke. I love this though, this little valley here. This is really interesting. Goblin Hex Tracer, blue to me, but definitely definitely Shamans I think, or they seem to be running at sow speed anyway. So vertical as well, these zones, operating without levitate. It's rubbish. It's not a zone line, is it? Well, what zone line is this then? Oh, whoops. Whatever it is. Oh, I'm zoning into it. What zone line is this? Oh, I'm not zoning in. I thought I was zoning in. You're not, Bob, for God's sake. Okay, so I guess we're probably getting close to the sandier area. Means we're getting a bit close to an entrance to Cavalis, I guess. There's some greeny mobs. Okay, gotta go around this. Oops. Okay. I'm pretty sure nothing's attacking me, it's just the music. Let's get rid of the combat music. There we go. Okay, so that is another danger negotiated. It's kind of like a road. This road kind of goes pretty much all the way up to where I want to go, but I guess you're going to get goblins running along it, maybe. Let's see. Am I going north? Yeah. Refresh. I think we're nearly there. I think there's probably a ruin up here, yep, which we'll avoid. I think we need to pass a ruin with some Ixars in, I think. Telok. He was a good man, good dwarf. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, okay, got some blues here. That's not what we're here for. Arrive at Kurn's to find a power leveler there and log off in disgust. Ah! That made me jump. God damn it. Just come out of nowhere, that guy. I think we're going to zone in a sec, though. Okay, we've made it to Field of Bone. Okay. It's been a dangerous journey, but I think we're going to make it. Is there anything in Field of Bone that I need to be scared of before I get there? There we go, triumphant musical sounds as we approach Kurn's Tower. And then you die. What I like about Field of Bone is that there's so much stuff to kill. Even if inside's no good. We're a P99. Ah, so the P99, are dubious as well. And what way do we zone in? People run trains to their left, I think. Oh, okay. I guess I should just kill stuff, shouldn't I? Let's go. Someone wants regen. Yeah, I think you just noticed that I'm level 13. Okay. Of course, I'm now not doing what I should be doing. And they don't run either. Woohoo! The great thing about skeletons, isn't it? So many misses, come on. There we go. So we got 2% XPs there, which is pretty decent. God damn you. All these guys are blue. There appears to be an enchanter here who might or may not help if we get in trouble. Okay, so we've made it, guys. We've made it. We're kind of set. We'll see how we get on. I feel a lot more comfortable when I get to 14 and I can just buy myself outside. Someone power leveling here, but that's okay. I mean, you know, they just need to be taking one at a time. Keep myself aware that you get spawns just outside there. Shadow Knight called Bum Snort. That's good. Ah, this monk's only level 9. I got some XP for that. Okay, so the greens are giving me XP as well. Funny text there. I like the text on some of the spells where it says that he yawns. He's running after you going, ooh. The skeleton models for the Ixiles are really good as well. %3 for that one. Okay. This is good. It's a bit like being in the Gina, but it's just better. Just want singles, really, I think, at the moment. The way things seem to be going. We'll take you, Mr. Scalebone. Ah. This has to be the most relaxing dungeon in Everquest. Or the easiest dungeon. I guess it's probably a night when there's lots of people here, but... So as you can see, even when you're a bit twinked out, shamans are pretty slow at killing things until you get to, yeah, until you kind of get your pet, I guess. And 24 gets a bit better, 29 gets a bit better, 34 gets pretty good. I tried a female troll actually, and I really wanted to like it because they're pretty rare, but I just couldn't put up with a bandy-legged run. It was, it was a shame because I think it was quite interesting, but I just couldn't be doing with it. Howdy, fella. Oops. Okay. Running me pretty close this one, but he's an even con, so. Ouch. 28. Down you go, sir. Come on now. Thank you. I wonder how many people make the run. I guess quite a lot. Kagamak did. He didn't make it though. Okay, guys. Sorry, I've got some boring sitting down to do. But we gained about. What did we gain? About 20% XP so far already. That's how good Kurn's is. I'm actually going to miss training dodge at 15. That's okay. in Infernus, like the guild that I've joined, they seem to be doing some raidy stuff this morning, which is great. It's great to be in a guild and your guild are actually on doing stuff. Kind of, you know. So it's good to know that when you get to that point, you'll be able to do some stuff as well. I wonder what Bum Snort is camping here. He's on his own, so interesting. Bum Snort, what are you camping? Yeah, I'm not sure what some of these themes are. I think they kind of, after a while, they kind of tend to move into the maybe Everquest 2, maybe some of the later expansions. Oh, Amazon have finally decided to dispatch my Vision Volume 1. Not sure if anyone's kind of been having a look at the new, like Marvel have revamped their world universe and they're doing some new stuff. Not sure if anyone's been reading them. I mean, I don't normally go for Marvel comics too much. Like Alan Moore is the governor with regards to graphic novels and stuff. But yeah, but I've been giving them a go. Nothing. I mean, the new Doctor Strange seems pretty good. I quite enjoyed the first episode of that. The new Avengers I didn't like at all. It was kind of, I don't know if you get what I mean, but it felt like it'd been written by a 50-year-old who was trying to write for 12-year-olds. It was a weird thing. The new Wolverine was good, the female Wolverine. Really enjoyed that. I'll get that one again. Doctor Strange was good. What else have I had? Can't remember. I tried some others as well, but the Vision is supposed to be really good, which I've got coming. And there's a new Logan as well, a new Wolverine Logan, where he's an old fella. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't really go for Marvel, but they're alright. They're pretty good. It's just some of the writing I'm not sure about. I think I got the Immortals. Was it Uncanny Immortals? There's another one that looks pretty good. Oh, and the new X-Men, which, again, kind of similar to the Avengers, really. Maybe it needs some time to get going, but it's weird. I wasn't super happy about the art style. We got on the combat themes. I find it weird. I don't know what you guys think about sort of buffing and stuff. I find it weird. I mean, like one of the reasons I like playing Shaman so much is kind of like for the buffing and stuff. But it's amazing how many. I mean, I love doing sort of flyby buffing and stuff. But it's amazing how many people just don't. There's an even con. Do we want that? Yeah, how many people just don't do it? Which is fine, you know. There's an enchanter there, and I mean, if I was in the zone and I saw someone, even if I was power leveling someone, I would still buff them. Yeah, but the kind of amount of shaman and druids I've kind of been sitting next to, and they just don't chuck you a buff. It's quite weird. Maybe it's because you're twinked and they don't. But I mean, I'll always at least chuck a spirit of wolf on someone. Ah, here's Bum Snort. Howdy, Bum Snort. He looks cool. He's got the something. What's that staff that Shadow Knights get? Don't know, but he looks cool. Trying to sell some bone chips there. I guess he thinks maybe the Shadow Knight will Come on, that's 7 misses in a row. Come on. Oh, painful. Ish. Okay. So I quite like the progression here. The greater skeletons are kind of even con and blues by the looks of it. So another level or two, and they'll get much easier. We'll burn through those. Cool. If you guys are aware, you probably are, I guess. I keep getting emails from I'm a member of the Labour Party. I keep getting emails from them at the moment because you've got the whole challenge to Corbyn's leadership coming up, and there's we're doing a re-election of leader. I just keep getting emails from them. Also, strangely, I keep getting emails from the Labour Party asking me to donate money, which is. I know that's how kind of political parties work, I guess. But the Labour Party asking someone who's working class to donate money seems weird. Doesn't quite seem to to fit into. I don't think what Labour's all about. Ah, you're just spawning again, are you? Cool. Okay, so there's nothing coming up my chat room, which is fine, but I'm just not sure if it's working or not. The last comment was quite some time ago. Maybe you're just sitting there listening, which is fine, but I don't like to not respond if someone's put a message in. I'm assuming that's just not the case. Wow, 3? I've never seen a skeleton with 3 bone chips before. Awesome. Oh, thanks for that, mate. No, that's fine. As long as it's working. I want people to think I'm ignoring them. Should be a couple of dudes here, shouldn't there? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I don't mind even cons; they're not a problem, but they're not particularly good for footage because it means I take more damage and I spend more time sitting down. Okay guys, I'm going to go and make some lunch soon, but I will be back. I'll be about 10 or 15 minutes. I might just leave myself in-game, just outside the zone line maybe, and then if I die you can laugh. I make a halfling every now and again, just to run around Rivervale listening to the music. Awesome. Come on now. Talking about comics, I always quite like the Preacher comic, and I just realised that they've done a series. Amazon Prime currently have it, and we're watching it at the moment. It's really good actually. I mean, I probably wouldn't watch it over Game of Thrones, but it's pretty decent. I love the character. I can't remember the guy's name, but I love the actor who plays the Preacher. And there's a very stereotypical Irish character in there. I think he's supposed to be a vampire or something. But it's so long ago I read the comics, I'm not quite sure how accurate it is. The Preacher seems to have taken on some holy power has possessed him or something. Or alien power. But yeah, it's pretty good. It kind of reminds me a bit like Fargo, which I loved. It's kind of a bit like a supernatural Fargo. There's a spirit of wolf gone. Let's see what the line of sight's like. Gah, got him. Do you know what? That's weird. That's the first 2 times I've ever seen a skeleton drop free lots of bone chips. First time I've ever seen it. That's weird. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and make some lunch. I'll be about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm riskily going to leave myself logged in. Just outside here, and I hope that no one trains me. Oh, of course, maybe someone's watching and they'll come and train me for a laugh. But we're 50% on the way. I can soon bind myself, which is actually this makes more sense, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, guys, I'll be back. I'm going to go make my lunch. I'll be back. I'm back. I didn't die. I'm using these. My headphones are a bit causing me problems. They're the style, the style with the band across the top that kind of rests on your head. I'm not putting these on right. Am I putting these on the right? These are the right ones. No, wrong ear. I do apologise. Oh my god. Yeah, the band across my head kind of causing my head problems. So so I'm kind of on the lookout for a decent pair of earphones at the moment. Okay. Well, I didn't die, that's good. Thank you for not coming and training me. Right, okay, so we're on the sinister music from somewhere else. Let's go back to something a bit more palatable, I think. If you guys got any links to Everquest music, then just let me know. I wanted to do the I wanted to do the, oh god, everything's gone. There's a, oops, oh there we go. There's a guy who does music. I think he's got a keyboard. He plays Everquest music on his keyboard, but I'm not sure if I'd get a hit for that on YouTube. Oh, hi mate, this is P99, Project 1999. Emulated servers. How are things looking in here? Oh, okay. Whoops. God damn you. Oh well, things are picking up here. By the looks of it. So there's people in here now about my level. 3 of us, so. Awakening Lands. Sorry mate, yeah, your link got deleted there. I think it's because I did have Nightbot on, but for some reason so I could permit people, but for some reason my Nightbot just gone. And I've got to add it again, I guess. Awakening Lands. Here we go. Everquest Awakening Lands. Let's do this. Come on now. Howdy, mate. Thank you. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce your name. Xiao? Ju? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. And thanks for coming. I know it's not the best time for a lot of people who watch my videos. Zoo, cool. Okay, mate. Thank you. There's three of us kind of all operating on the ground floor at the moment. I don't think I'm high enough to go up actually, so I think I'll just stick where I am. Did you just donate, mate? If you did, thank you very much. Well, I had Nightbot and all that kind of stuff set up, and I don't know if there was some sort of something going on, and I need to re-enable it. But thank you anyway. I will check that. Thank you. I keep meaning to get my stream set up properly. You know, so when someone follows and stuff, it all comes up on screen. But I'm not lazy. Just I guess it's just time out of actually playing and doing stuff. But I will get that sorted out. What better way to spend a morning? So I can. Well, hang on, what's going on? We'll play that again. That's nice, that Awakening Lands. Really nice. What's your YouTube channel, Zoo? I have to confess, you like. I'm embarrassed to say I'm not sure. I probably do know you once you tell me your channel. I think it must have been a reset or a repop this morning. When I logged on, there was about 200 people on, so I guess there was some sort of Oh yeah, of course. Hey mate, yeah, I was watching one of your videos the other day actually. Was you talking about Pantheon in a video? I'm pretty sure. But yeah, of course I know you are. Lega 97, Legger 97. So I'll put this on YouTube. If you're looking for more YouTube videos, go and check out Lega. I'm pretty sure it was your video I was watching the other day about some Pantheon stuff. I'm on the verge of kind of I'm on the verge of not donating. It's not donating. It's not the right word, is it? I'm on the verge of going in on Pantheon and doing the Let's go back to where we were. That Waking Lands is really nice. I like that a lot. Yeah, I'm on the verge of contributing to Pantheon so I can get alpha and beta access. Two scale bones. Let's Bum Snort again. I like your name, Bum Snort. Yeah, but I'm on the verge of kind of contributing so I can be a pledge. That's the right word, of course. Your English is better than mine. Okay. Where are all the mobs? Let's see if we can get this one on his own. Yeah, I'm on the verge of pledging. I'm hoping to be able to do some early footage, but I think I said in a video recently that developers have a habit of going for, as I said, like understandably going for the big streamers. There's a couple of big streamers talking about Pantheon, and I hope that the developers don't kind of shut out us little guys for early footage. I think that'd be a shame. Particularly when these big streamers kind of come and go, like they'll play a game for a month or a week and then they'll move on. Whereas I think us guys, you know, if Pantheon turns out well, we will be there for some years, I would guess. So I hope they let everyone have a go of the actual kind of, you know, streaming and stuff. I understand. I mean, I'm still hesitant about kind of pledging myself because an MMO takes so much money to produce. I'm worried that there might be a point where they just run out of money and they can't finish it or something. So, Celissa, welcome. Glad you could catch the stream for the first time. I kind of purposely started a bit later today. So I'm playing later, so people over the pond, I guess, will wake up and yeah, can come and have a look. Come and say hi. The other thing is, I thought the pledges were quite high. I think the cheapest one to be able to get alpha and beta access is $100, which seems pretty high. I don't want the combat music. Yeah, which seems quite high. I guess when the strength of the pound was a bit higher, it wasn't so bad. But now it's a bit less enticing. Okay, let's do this even con. What the hell? Oh, Drowsy hit first time. That's good. I don't know if skeletons do regenerate any health. Oh, you're from the EU. Cool. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess at work. Yes, I play at the weirdest time for doing this kind of thing. Obviously, if in different parts of the world, you're probably in bed. If you're in Europe, you're probably at work. But I know a lot of people actually watch. I know a lot of people watch from work, so don't get in trouble though at work. Yeah, I'm just spanning Frost Rift. I'm sick of this guy. I'm probably going to sit down again for a bit after this fight. I'm not quite at that point in here where I can just go around and whack things and just keep going. Another level or two and I will be. But yeah, the XP in here is great. It's a shame that you it's a shame that the game, oh God, that's loud. Hush Freeport. It's a shame that the name filter is so tough. Obviously being an old server, I guess a lot of people have already got all the names in it as well. So you have to try and kind of, if there's a word, if you want a name for your character but you can't have it because it's a normal word or someone else has got it, you have to kind of vary the spelling. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. I think Schmel's there just about got away with it, I reckon. He's level 16, so he's at that point where he can probably run around and just keep bashing things and not have to worry too much about. Oh, 3% for that one. I remember being in here, even when there was quite a few people, and the mobs, because the mobs kind of wander a fair bit and stuff. People run around a lot, so you know, it's quite easy to get a mob. Sure, I've seen some mobs wandering across the bridge and stuff. I'm surprised that no one, these guys are not up there. I mean, there's only us three here, so the shaman, I would imagine, would have the upper section to himself. I don't think there's anything particularly tough up there. Let's have a look at some. While I'm doing this, let's try and entertain you in some way. Okay, so I'm on the Pantheon website actually. Looking at the lore, looks pretty good. Looking at the races, we've got the Archai or the Archai, bred as the ultimate of slaves. A diverse and vigorous Archai manifest their freedom in celebration and battle. Okay, they kind of look a bit elfin. White hair. I'm sure you can change that. Blue skin. Yeah, white eyes. Weird. Got the dwarves. Robust and enduring champions of combat and mysticism. The dwarves of Kadasa are fiercely loyal to their king. Now. Champions of combat and mysticism. Now, can I be a dwarf shaman with a big beard? That's got me going. The Dark Mere. Even in brokenness, the Mere are a proud, masterful race, but while their majesty transcends the waters, they've yet to escape its bitter depths. Okay, so we've got an ocean dwelling. We've got an ocean dwelling race that are actually still in the water. That would be great if there was like an underwater area for leveling and stuff. That's shout out to dwarves. Yeah, absolutely. If I could be a dwarf shaman with a big beard, holy moly. But then of course we move on to the ogres. Whoa. Ogre shaman. What we got with these guys? Once a unified and victorious host, the ogres require a new breed of warriors to restore their heritage of militant glory. So actually quite similar to this is Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen. Actually, I need to get leveling again, don't I? Oh, someone trained. I'm trained around to the left. That's fine. Hey, mister. Yeah, that's Pantheon. Yeah, the ogres. The ogres look good. Humans, since the dawn of Throne Fast 5 centuries ago, humans have stood at the pinnacle of influence, surviving threats against their walls and those from within. Okay, and then we've got halflings. And the halfling picture on the website is quite, well, it's quite weird. A fiery, youthful race filled with mirth, recklessness and charm. But the exuberance of the halflings mask an ancient curse. Cool, okay, that sounds interesting. The female halfling on the front of the oh, there's a blue scale bone. Ouch. The female halfling on the front looks like someone doing cosplay at Comic Con. Cool though. It's got like blue, purpley, reddy hair type stuff. God damn it. But they look good. Look interesting, those ones. Got the elves. Long afflicted. Aren't the elves always afflicted in some way? Whatever it is. Even in Tolkien, the elves now mourn and flourish under the council rule of Fairvale. Fairvale. And the brilliance of the Lucent Tree. Okay, they're always a bit emo, the elves. Which is fine, don't get me wrong. I was emo myself back in the day. But yeah. Oh, another even con. It's interesting that there aren't other factions of elves. You know, wood elves, dark elves, blah blah blah. Although I guess the Mere, the Dark Mere, look a bit elvish, even though they're under the water. Yeah, I was just moving on to gnomes. Gnomes look really different. Enigmatic and isolated within the floating keep of the Skyhold. The gnomes are masters of the arcane and the peculiar. Kind of. I mean, I'm not sure if they're. I mean, the gnome, you can't see the actual face, which is interesting. It's got like a mask on. I wonder if there's a reason for that. And then we've got the scar. Ouch. With an insatiable greed and appetite for carnage, the Scar fear nothing and have proven to be their own greatest adversary. Okay, Scar, I guess a bit Ixar-ish maybe. Humanoids with some spiky bone type things sticking out of them. That looks pretty interesting. So yeah, so the dwarf there has made me rethink my race. Well, I guess you can try loads of stuff, but the dwarf there has made me think my race choice was going to be ogre shaman all the way. But maybe I'd do 2 or 3 or 4. You know, you know how things are. But races are pretty good, and we've got classes. Cleric. Cleric is focused on healing himself and his allies. And no equal in healing, okay. But he can also dramatically enhance defenses of his allies through the use of powerful signets, potent writs, and ethereal armours. Okay, so look pretty similar actually. Traditional cleric, healer support, heavy plate armour, plate woven raiment, one-handed blunt weapons. Okay, that seems pretty interesting. I'll just pull a mob and we'll go on to... actually, we don't actually have too much in the way of information on classes at the moment. Okay, come on now. I don't want a scalbone. I want more XPs. So, it looks like we've got Cleric, Rogue and Shaman at the moment. With regards to... yeah, Cleric, Rogue and Shaman. Rogue. As you would expect, melee DPS, support, medium chain lever. Okay, alchemical creations for Rogue, that's interesting. Trap finding, disabling traps, opening locks. They can also strike an opponent when they least expect it with deadly precision. Okay. Some rogues are driven to experimentation with crafting their own devices and alchemical concoctions to distract, damage and escape their foes. That seems quite interesting. And then you've got the Shaman. Oh, for centuries, rumours have persisted that the mightiest Shaman can abide in every age at once. Wow. And that's quite good then. So the Shaman's kind of going down the whole traditional real Shaman route of kind of spirits, ancestry, that kind of thing. That's really good. Healer support, medium chain, and lever. Change precision, most simple weapons, but they prefer spears, staves, and blunt weapons. Fashioned from wood, bone, or stone. Awesome. The Shaman makes a pact with a totem, a fount of primordial energies echoing across time from Terminus's past. And it's interesting. I wonder how much is going to be very similar to Everquest for some of the classes and races. The Shaman, iconic ability, baleful lethargy. Curses their foe. While cursed in this manner, the target's melee attack speed is severely decreased. Haha. And may become more susceptible to physical attacks. So the Shaman has got slow. Awesome. So that looks interesting. There's some interesting classes there. Shaman looks great. It's got a slow spell. I think we're going to see some... I think Pantheon's going to have some really similar abilities to EverQuest here. Let's go back to races again. Do the races have a special ability type thing? The lore for the ogres is awesome. There's a whole load of stuff there that I'm not going to read. But it certainly seems to be quite similar to EverQuest, where they used to be powerful, but I'm not sure if they warred of themselves or what. But they're just kind of trying to reclaim their former power. So that seems to be their thing. And the area where they live is called the Broken Moor. So that sounds very similar to Warhammer ogres, actually. Oh, when calm, ogres are cautious and considerate before action. Unseat their emotions, and their incomparable size wreaks unpredictable ends. Awesome. Actually, I love the sound of the area where the ogres live as well. That sounds really good. So it does seem as though Pantheon is, yeah, some similarities there between that and Everquest, definitely. Oh, reinforced rhino gloves. I think that's my first drop that was just non-skeleton skeleton parts. Never have enough bone chips. I apologise for the noise of the bags. The bags seem to make a huge noise when you open them all together. So, what if anyone's playing Pantheon? What's your class going to be? Your class and your race. Shaman for me, obviously. Ogre or dwarf now. The dwarf has come in there. A dwarf shaman with a beard. That seems awesome. Dwarf cleric, yeah. That'll be nice. I enjoy playing dwarves actually, generally. But I can never get on with the Everquest ones. One of my favourite characters from books is always Flint from the Dragonlance Chronicles. But yeah. Crusader or Dire Lord? Dire Lord, I guess is that Paladin and two for the dwarves. Interesting. Okay, so me and the Necromancer here are keeping stuff down. I guess he's doing more of the keeping down than I am. I should just kill these, shouldn't I? You get XP for greens in here at the moment. Single paw. Yeah, so Crusader and Dire Lord. I guess we're looking at Paladin and Dire Lord. Legends speak of Dire Lords capable of mastering the crippling power of fear, with some able to manipulate the essence of living things, even their very blood. So like heat blood type dot stuff. And monk, druid, shaman, wizard, crusader. Once a cleric, the crusader is a cool transcending customer. Okay. Yeah, so crusader obviously a paladin. Ranger. A versatile and ferocious warrior, united with the land and animals he consumes with. So he communes with, I should say. So the Ranger could certainly be, if I can live out my Aragorn fantasies a bit more. I think a shaman. I think a ranger might be a good one. Wizard. Let's have a look at the casters. Wizard. You got a monk, enchanter, summoner, magician, wizard, enchanter. Okay. So it definitely seems as though the casters are very, very similar to Everquest by the looks of things. I think that's a couple of times he's had to zone now. Yeah, seems to be the way. Crusader, Paladin, Dire Lord, Shadow Knight. Dwarf cleric, yeah. It's nice. It's nice. That's nice. I like that because yeah, no druid stuff yet. Other than the usual. I love druids as well. It kind of fits into that shamany thing a bit. Peering into natural world's mysteries. Visionaries who can see into the heart of Terminus. Okay. Yeah, but it's nice that you like Dwarf Cleric like that. You know, that you've got that class and race that you go into a game. There's no mucking about with, you know, choosing what you're going to be. That's what you like. That's good. No bard. That is interesting. Actually, yeah. I would summon a monk. Yeah, nothing even approaching a bard at all. Tricky. I mean, I imagine a bard in Everquest. It was probably one of the most tricky classes to get right. And even then, a lot of people, because of what they can do, a lot of people would say maybe they didn't get them right. Anyway, a lot of bard hate out there, but they're a fantastic class and so interesting and versatile if you're looking for something a bit different. But yeah, no bard, that's a shame. Warrior. Master, a strategist in battle. Interesting. I wonder how they how they portray that as game mechanics. Master strategist in battle. What abilities will you have? That's interesting. Yeah, so Enchanter's talking about wills and minds and stuff, so yeah. The wizard sounds good. I like that. I'm sure there was a fantasy book that did that, or maybe a game. But many wizards are driven mad through the study of the arcane. But when you come out the other side, you're incredibly powerful. I guess a lot of what I'm reading here, I guess, is why I'm a bit concerned about whether we'll ever see the game or not. I think there is so much into an MMO, and I think raising a few million or whatever it is, I'm not sure how much they raised, so I'm a bit ignorant on that, but raising a few million on Kickstarter is one thing, but having the funding to get an MMO off the ground is something else. So that's kind of one of the things I'm a bit worried about. But fingers crossed for it. Certainly, I mean, looking at whatever you think of Brad McQuaid, looking at the lore and what they've done and how interesting it sounds, they certainly deserve something. Okay, the summoner, obviously the magician. Powerful arcane command to conjure sustenance, tools, barricades, weaponry, even fantastic creatures of incredible strength. So again, sounds really interesting. I think that the magician was maybe one of those classes I think they creatively could have done a bit more with. I love the pets, but I just think that from a summoning point, I know you can summon a ring that gives you levitate, can't you, and stuff like that, but I just think that a lot of the summons are pretty useless, even the weapons. Particularly on Project 1999, where probably no one uses to summon weapons. I can't imagine, because it's so easy to get stuff that's a lot more powerful. But that sounds interesting, and I hope the stuff that they summon. Bloody headphones. I hope the stuff that they summon is quite interesting, even if it's just like. Even if it's more towards the I hate these headphones. Even if the summons are kind of more towards the, even if it's just fluff, you know, I think it'd be good. Okay, we need some health. What haven't we covered? Druid, Shaman, Summoner, Enchanter, yeah, Monk. Monk, yeah, what you would expect by the looks of things. No sound coming out of one of my headphones. Okay. Interesting, talking about the sound design, which I think was one of the key things in Everquest, sound design. The music, the sound effects, all really good. So yeah, there's a feature on that on Pantheon about it. Chris Jopper Perkins. Okay, yeah, this is what he has to say. I became passionate about music and MMOs during my days playing Everquest. One of my earliest memories was running through the Newbie area outside the gates of Freeport. That music fueled the creation of many characters. Okay, so I like that. The sound of music seems to be in good hands. That's really good. So overall, it looks like it looks like it's heading in the right direction. We don't know anything about it really, but I would say that it could be our sort of thing. Let's keep our fingers crossed. And if any of you guys out there on YouTube as well have pledged, we'll have to keep in touch, because yeah, we can yeah, we've got alpha and beta to go through, haven't we? Okay, let's have a look at the pledges. Yeah, so supporter pledges. Knights pledge $100. Alpha access, beta access, early name reservation. 2 digital copies of the game. Oh, that's good actually. I kind of, you never. I guess you're kind of a bit concerned about the game not coming out, but yeah, $100 getting 2 copies of the game. That's pretty good. Additional character slot. And some other bits and pieces. Patrons pledge $150. Pretty similar, but you get a couple of extra things. Then you got some crazy pledges. I mean, there's one that's $10,000, and I'm not 100% sure really that what you're getting there is lifetime game subscription. Pre-alpha tester access. Okay. Now let's look. If I want to get into pre-alpha, it would cost me $1,000. I may not do that. One of those things, isn't it, where I mean, from working in the games industry, it's really exciting being at the start of a game from that early stage. But I think also it can take away your enjoyment. I guess in a sense that by the time the game's released, you've been testing it for two years maybe. So maybe, yeah, but that's it. $1,000 if you want to get in game now, maybe, or soon. But I think the $150 would be the one. Yeah, but if any of you out there are thinking of pledging, then as I say, just drop me your name, and as soon as we can get in, we'll get in. wonder how many $10,000 pledges they've had. I think there are people out there that just want to no, I mean there'll be NDA definitely, and I imagine NDA may even carry on through alpha, and we may not maybe see any. We may not be able to do any. The music doesn't go with it. No, I agree. Yeah, we may not even be able to start streaming and stuff. Maybe until beta. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. What I'm hoping they don't do, as I said earlier, is I'm hoping that they don't. Obviously, they want exposure. That's fine. But I'm hoping that they don't ignore the people like myself who are going to stream and do YouTube videos of it. You know, early on, and go for all the big streamers who probably won't. You know, stick with the game as big streamers. You know, if you're a big streamer, you need to vary what you're doing. And a lot of the big streamers, there's a couple of big streamers I've heard talking about the game already, and they're two people that they're two streamers that flip between games a lot. You know, they don't stick with one thing for too long, even an MMO. So I hope that they let everyone have a chance. You don't get this little core group of elite people who are doing all the footage, you know, because it's people like myself that will play the game for years, you know, if it's what we're hoping it's going to be. Oh, that's good. I think as long as we all get a fair crack of the whip, I think that's probably because I mean, you know, I don't do this professionally. I just do it for fun. But a new MMO is a good way of growing your audience and growing your channel. How much XP we get for this one? Come on. Ouch. Ouch. So I got 4% XP for that one. And I've got a 20% XP penalty. Which gives you some idea of how good the XP is in here. Hey, Bam Furlong now, hang on. Bam Furlong. Are you a Tolkien fan? Thanks for the compliment as well. Yeah, I like to think that maybe it's a bit different here than other Twitch streams. There's some quite strange looking on the Pantheon thing. Well, the racial penalties are. So a troll has got a 20%. Yeah, 20% for a troll. But the class penalties have gone for the hybrids and stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Van Furlong, awesome. I've been thinking about kind of playing sort of Lord of the Rings Online a bit more recently and doing some streaming and stuff, but I'm not sure the people who want to watch Everquest will be particularly happy with that. Yeah, I would like to stream other times, Lacoste, but at the moment it's just a bit tricky. What I might do is try to arrange it at some point where I can playing later, when I guess it's the evening in America. It's probably not going to happen for a while, but what I can maybe do is maybe I could start a stream up quite early in the morning. If you look for Super Bits and Bob on YouTube, I've got some Lotro stuff on there. Not as much as I'd like. Lotro is one of those games where it's going to go one day, and I'm going to regret not achieving in it what I wanted to achieve. A bit like City of Heroes, really. I really regret not doing as much of City of Heroes as I wanted to. Which is a shame. And Lotro is going to be the same game. It's going to finish at some point. Particularly seeing as like Warner Brothers' relationship with Turbine, or the game itself, doesn't seem to be particularly great. But yeah, I would like to cover more of that, because it's a great game. Obviously, it's kind of it's a bit noobified, I guess, like from a difficulty level point of view. But it's about the atmosphere and the story, and I think they got that. I think they got that right. People slam Turbine a lot for a lot of things. I'm sure they do a lot that's not particularly good for the game, but they definitely got that right. Yeah, a series where I followed the Fellowship. It's a shame. I'll do that again. I'll finish that off at some point. It was purely because my highest level character was 50 something, and I only got to Moria, and I didn't go beyond that, so that's kind of why that happened. But I'm looking to play more, and I will do some coverage as well. I think, as you probably know, the problem is with EverQuest is that it doesn't have to require so much. You don't have to get where you want to be quickly. I can say to myself, well, this character that I'm playing in 6 months' time, I'll take it easy and I'll look at where I'm in 6 months' time. Kind of don't rush. But then also there's a part of you that thinks, well, I want to play on a level and get to that point. And it's difficult kind of juggling time in different games. But yes, I will cover some Lotro, definitely. Maybe I played on Landreval, actually. Was that the European one? No, Laurelin was the European. Was that you? I can't remember. I played on the European role-playing one for a bit. Maskarsk. That's a role-playing server, right? If it is, I want to ask you how you feel about something. And Zoo as well, if you played. Okay, so I found it difficult to get on as someone who is do you know what, mate? It's weird. Like, YouTube is a weird thing. Like, I get messages from people sometimes from videos that are years old, and obviously you're just proving that people kind of go back and watch videos over and over again. I don't know why it's such a surprise, because I do it with Level 1 Undercon, AC Gamer, all those guys that I watch. I'll sit down sometimes, and I've got a friend request. Van Furlong, yes, of course. yeah, I'll go back and I'll level 1 or AC or whatever. I'll kind of start at the beginning of their video playlist, and I'll just go watch. I'll just have them running in the background. So I don't know why I get surprised when I get a comment from an old video. But there you go. Yeah, but role playing. I struggled on the role playing server on Lord of the Rings Online because I'm such a Tolkien devotee. To me, role-playing Tolkien is wrong because you. Oops, sorry, Rollock. I didn't want to come and take your mob there. Like the problem I had with Laurelin was how can you role-play? I'm gonna get a bit geeky now. How can you role-play Tolkien? How can you do it? You know, 99.999% of the population of Middle Earth were just normal people. And whether they be bakers or fishermen or soldiers or whatever they may be, and then you've got a very small fraction of people are heroes. So then you thrust into this role-playing server where everyone's trying to be a hero, and it's kind of, and that's fine. But the problem I had was that the role-playing servers were, people were really elitist from a role-playing point of view. So if they am I not actually attacking it? So if you did something and they deemed it wasn't role playing, whether it was running when you should be walking or talking out of character. I mean, I was in the Prancing Pony on the server a fair bit because it's a bit like sitting outside a cafe with a coffee, like people watching, and you'd see these so-called role players getting cross because people were running around and and whatnot. I imagine it can be annoying, but the weird thing was that these people were probably like breaking the immersion and anti-role playing as much as the people running around and shouting and screaming were. Because you can't. How can you role play? I don't. It's like you see people. I remember being in there once, and there was a female elf and a man playing out the whole Beren Tenuviel kind of Arwen, Aragorn kind of love story, and they were getting quite annoyed because people were taking a mick, and I know that's not what you should be doing, but they were getting annoyed about role playing. But they're sitting there role playing, trying to recreate a story from two of the central characters in the world, which just seemed as anti-role playing to me as just running around acting as you normally would on any server. It was weird. I didn't find that. If you want to role play, in that world, I would play like I'd make out I was like a baker or a soldier or something. I mean, I know on Laurelin, like when I was playing, there always seemed to be some murder mystery going on in the pony. And I'm sure that's kind of fine for them, and it's all kind of great, and they're enjoying themselves, and they're entitled to enjoy themselves. But their attitude annoyed me because it was looking down on people who didn't role play, but didn't quite understand that they weren't what they were role playing. They were role playing, but what they were role playing is not Middle Earth. It's not. They're taking their own whatever and putting it within the game. Again, nothing wrong with that. It's fine. But it was just the fact that they were quite disparaging towards people who weren't doing what they were doing. In the end, I didn't even go near the pony. In the end, it was just I'm not sure how you feel about it, but maybe I'm in the 14. Maybe I'm completely in the wrong, but it didn't feel right to me. Dwarves and elves running around in the pony, getting annoyed because people are not role playing. You're an elf in the pony. How many elves ever appeared in the pony? Like none, probably. I can understand if you're a dwarf passing through, maybe you're going to, the Blue Mountains or whatever or something, but yeah. Was it the Blue Mountains? Can't remember. But that was my experiences on Laurelin. Yes, so I can now go and buy myself. Sorry about that. So I've got a new direct damage. I've got a new slow. I'll try to organise my spell book. Okay, so walking sleep I won't use it. I'm not sure if you guys do it, but snake. Is snake agility, or is it dex? I think it's dex actually. Root. Oh, thank God, root. Enduring breath. I kind of have a page. My first page is normally my main spells that I go to, you know, straight away. And then my second page is normally kind of like utility spells that I need. Anyway, sorry, sorry, Maskask. I'm not sure. Yeah, so how do you feel about that? What do you think about? Oh, there's Breeze. What do you think about the whole role-playing thing? I kind of have those kind of things. I kind of have strong opinions about, and I shouldn't have such strong opinions because it might offend other people, someone else. Okay. Let's go and bind. Sorry, Lakos. Those doors about. Those doors about. I think I just guessed it in the end. I think it was a pure guess. Yeah, I kind of do the same. So I normally have buffs on this side. Got my dots there. I've got my root there. Yeah, first 4 pages I normally keep as the spells I'm going to be using. And I try to sort of try to keep them fairly tidy. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely just being a bit over the top about it, but I kind of like Tolkien is quite precious to me because he got me through some tough teenage years. So it's always been my one thing that I turn to. So that's why I'm maybe a bit more sensitive about it than I should be. But I'm bound to the area. Woohoo! Spirit Strike. Root. Yeah, but that's probably why. Yeah, I mean, people do it. It's fine. People do what they want. But it was just something that I found slightly irritating. It was more. It wasn't the fact they were doing it. It was more the fact that they were quite. As I said, they were quite elitist about it. They looked down on people that weren't doing what they were doing, but not really realising that they weren't really doing it right themselves. You know, it's weird. So we're bound. If I die, it's okay. So a little bit should get a little bit easier for us again. As I say, level 15, 16, I reckon we can run around this bottom area just doing what we like. Yeah, bind. I find it really hard to play a character that can't bind themselves, unfortunately. But also, I've noticed with my enchanter, I'm still so used to Spirit of Wolf that I find it hard to play a character without Spirit of Wolf as well. I need to make him some potions probably. I'm just thinking about Pantheon now. Pantheon race class combinations. And I'm thinking. I was just thinking. One of the things you can't be on here, which is a shame, until later on in a in an expansion. But I'm thinking halfling, druid, or ranger. Oof, that's got me quite excited. That has. Got 3% for that. Holy smoke. Having Kern's Tower essentially to yourself for a little while is a thing of beauty. It is, yes, yeah. Project 1999 we're on, mate. I should have put that in the in the title. What classes do you guys play on Lotro? I quite like the. I kind of got a low level Bjorning, which again is kind of a bit lore, some lore issues there, but I do like it. Yeah, I recently paid for the pleasure of trying out Finnegal and absolutely hated it. Started an ogre shaman, went out into the fear rot, logged off, closed the account, essentially. Warden, yeah. See, I my highest level character is a warden. Love it. A bit like the Bard in Everquest or the Enchanter. It's just a unique class. I guess it's a shame in a way that it's so popular because of its kind of power levels. But again, yeah, a great class. Really interesting to play. I'm currently leveling a more recent one. So maybe I'll do some streaming with that. I'm just trying to get the hand of the... Because I've just got to a point where I've got the... do I want that? I just got to a point where I've got the they used to call them the multiple gambit things, whatever they're called. Maybe you can come and watch and give me some warden tips. Yeah, I'm just getting used to those. At the moment, I'm just trying to fill out my. I've forgotten all the terms. Where you get like a thing where you got to use a skill 100 times to get to get a skill point or something. Or just deeds. I'm currently kind of working on. I'm just randomly using any gambits at the moment just to raise the deeds and stuff. What was wrong with Finnegal? Well, nothing as such. I think I kind of walked out into the fear and I was horrified by what I saw, essentially. obviously everyone's opinion's going to differ about what they like the looks of and whatnot, but for me, like, the game is about the classic look. And I walked out into the theatre and I just sat down and logged off, and I haven't been back. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I imagine if you can get past that and play it, but I guess I was kind of hoping for classic, I guess, like more classic, including all the classic stuff. But yeah, I just couldn't get into it. For me, it was kind of like, why would I play it over Project 1999? And I guess it's because Finnegal will go beyond Velius, I guess. If that's what you're looking for, but I kind of wasn't really looking for that, so it made no sense for me to play that over this, really. I watched him streaming, Finnegal streaming, and there's a shaman there's a Ixar shaman who streams quite a bit, and seemed, I was watching him and I thought to myself, it seems alright, but it just wasn't for me, really. The fear was weird. I walked outside, I looked at it, and it literally looked like a child who'd got various shades of green and just run rampant. I really just couldn't get on with it at all. And obviously I'm invested in Project 1999 as well, so I guess it was. I thought I'd have a look. There's a frog, yeah. Yeah. I've got some. Hello, mate. How you doing? I'm not too bad today, thank you, mate. Yeah. I had to go for an ECG last week, and the doctor wants to see me, so I'm hoping that's not going to be something else to add on to, or what is already going on. But yeah, I'm okay, mate. Thank you very much. I've got footage of where Sirkin turned me into a frog. I was playing a barbarian and I was out in Everfrost Peak somewhere, and I think he turned me into a frog, which is cool. They look really cool. It's funny because they're fairly new models, aren't they? More recent models. They look a lot shinier and slicker than the old models. They kind of stand out because of that. But yeah, like a froglock shaman, that would be good. Yeah, the looting system was weird as well. I clicked to loot something and this box came up with all sorts of strange information. It's like, what? So I'm just on the Pantheon class forums. There's a secret class forum. So I guess it's going to be a secret class. There's also a forum for future classes as well. which is interesting. If we go to the Shaman forum, I might join up with the forums and start doing some Shaman discussion and stuff. Yeah, that might be quite interesting. I think the guild are just putting out some stuff that they got. I think they just got this from stuff that they were doing. And they got that. No, we got Torpor. Oh my god. They got Demi-Lich as well. That's nice. I think they just got that anyway, from drops and stuff. That's really cool. It's really nice. It's really great to be in a guild that doing stuff at my time. I should be using Sicken more to keep my conjuration skill going. Yes, they've got some other stuff as well. Cavrul's Mystic Pouch. Cavrul, he sounds like he should be an Ixar or a troll or something. Got some more spells. Infusion, Necromancer. Orb of Tishan. Emerald Ring, I don't know if that's much. But Cloak of Flames and Torpor, that's not bad, is it? Well done, Infernus. Yeah, maybe the system, maybe the loot system's better when you get used to it. I honestly just, you know, I didn't spend too much time there, as you can tell, but I did think, what the hell's going on? I guess it was just too different, I suppose. This is a great time to be in Kern's Tower. Ooh. Oops. I didn't mean to back through that gap there. It's really nice as well the way that the guys are doing the loot. Basically, they're saying if you're interested in Cloak of Flames, send a tell. Just linking to the item you're using at the moment. And I guess if more people shout out, then maybe they just yeah, they just roll for it. I guess maybe that's really. I'm not sure if that's the case, but that's a really nice way of doing it. If that is the case, I've just got my choice of mobs. It's great. Yeah, I was backing up. I thought I'm never going to fit through there. That's a nice little container. Capacity 10 giant, 100% weight reduction. Nice. Guild is Infernus. Infernus. Spelt like that. I've only just joined. It's the first time I've kind of been in a guild really where people have been about, which is nice. But they're an Australian-based guild, so UK daytime when I play is their kind of evening. So I guess it's yeah, it works out really well. But it seems like a lovely guild, really nice. I mean, they've just said, well, we might do another raid tomorrow. You know, it's like, I like that. I like that it's not too, you know, not too crazy serious. It does, yeah, you're right. It does, but maybe that's not how it works. That just seemed to be how it worked. From what I can read in guild chat, I guess I mean it's not a massive guild, and I know a couple of people in there, and from what I can see, they're kind of all people similar mind, you know, decent folk, older people like myself. I think they are as well. Not that that makes them any more decent than younger people, but you know, and I think they're all mostly based in the same, based in kind of Australia, that time zone. Maybe there's more to it, but that kind of seemed to be how it worked. I guess the thing is, you know, if you did get someone who was a bit dodgy, yeah, I guess people would probably know you, and they might know what equipment you've got. So eventually, someone might work out that you bid on something you didn't really need, or you know, you rolled on something you didn't really need, maybe. Ouch, double hit for 23. Holy smoke. Oops, don't want to do that. Ah. You play on P99 PBA Chuckster, is that right? Okay guys, well I think that's it for today. I'm going to stop streaming now. I'll put this video up on YouTube, so if you've just come in and you want to see the other stuff, then you can do that. Yeah, thanks for coming, thanks for turning out. It's all good. I really appreciate it. I'm on YouTube, Super Bits and Bob, if you haven't been there before. There's loads of Everquest videos on there, as well as some Lotro videos and some other stuff. I might come back tomorrow and do some more streaming. Actually, maybe I'll do some Lotro, which means that Mass Gas, you have to come and give me some tips. if you're up. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, just expect some more streams and videos in the future, and I'll speak to you all soon.